Hi guys, so welcome back sa ating YouTube channel. So ito na yung ating lesson, lesson 15. So sa ating calculus, sa ating calculus 3. So let's have theorem 2.1.3. So in this video pag-uusapan natin yung the second fundamental theorem of calculus o yung mas kilala yung way ng pag-solve ng definite integral. Okay, so papakita ko lang sa inyo yung totoo talagang nangyayari bakit walang plus c dito. Okay, so let f be a function continuous on AB. So na-explain ko na yan. So if f is any antiderivative of f on AB, then we have the integral of, so again antiderivative, so meaning yung integral na. Then we have the integral of a ng f of x dx from a to b is just equals sa capital F of b minus capital F of a. Okay, so ganun yung ibig sabihin niya. So note, naglagay ako ng malaking space diyan. Kailangan ko siyang i-prove pakita sa inyo yung pangyayari na to. Okay, so from theorem 2.1, so from theorem capital F dapat to. So from theorem 2.1.1, okay, we all know that f prime of x is equal to f of x. Okay, so applying antiderivative, so since alam natin na ito siya, then this implies kung i-reverse natin yung process, pag ni-reverse lang natin yung process, this is f of x is equal to integral from a to b, okay, nung f of t, from a to x, nung f of t dt. Okay, kaso ito na mangyari. Since in-integrate ko siya, ano mangyari dito? Supposedly, dapat magkakaroon ng plus dito. So, alam natin na ito yung antiderivative. So, pag in-integrate ko to, dapat ito ay magkakaroon ng plus c. Okay? So, yun yung aware. So, kumbaga, pag ni-reverse mo yung process, magkakaroon ng plus c. Kasi hindi natin sure kung may constant ba doon na nawala or meron. So, kung meron bang constant doon o wala. I mean, ganun yung nangyari. So, dapat lagyan mo ng ganyan. So, from this, so, lagyan ko to. So from asterisk. So from asterisk, we obtain two equations. Okay, and that is, una, yung f of b, this is equal sa integral from a to b nung f of t dt. Then plus c. Ito namang isa is f of a is equal to integral from a to a, kasi yung x yung pinapalitan, nung f of t dt plus c. Okay, so now subtract natin yung dalawang equation na yan. So ang goal natin pag sinubtract natin, so dapat ito kasing part na to maging f of x sa dulo. Okay, or maging f of t dt or something na value niya. Okay, so check natin, no? Pag sinubtract natin both equation, so we have f of b minus f of a is equal to integral from a to b nung f of t dt plus c. Okay, then bracket ko lang siya, then minus bracket integral from a to a nung f of t dt then plus c. And obvious dyan, sino makakancel? Ang makakancel dyan is yung c. Okay, so ganun yung nangyari talaga sa definite integral pag nag-i-integrate ka. Meron pa rin talagang c. So actually may tawag dyan particular antiderivative para mahanap mo yung c na yun. Pero in this case, in-explain ko na siya. So ano ba yung nangyari sa c na yun? In-explain na ito na yung c na yun hindi talaga nawawala. Doon sa definite integral nyo, ginagawa, wala nang c no in-introduce sa inyo. Kumbaga pagka-integrate nyo, rekta lang. Okay, so dito nagkakaroon talaga ng plus c both side. Kaso ano nangyari? Nadideduct or nawawala dahil sa subtraction yun. So this is just equal sa integral, so integral from a to b ng f of t dt. Okay, so kunin ko to minus integral from a to a f of t dt. Okay, then plus c minus c. So ito yung nawawala, nakakancel. Okay, note na yung integral ng f of a dt, So, ano ba yung integral ng f of t from a to a? So, may property tayo. So, note na may property yung calculus na pag integral is from a to a nung f of x dx, this is equal to 0. Okay, kasi kahit anong gawin mo pa, parehas na value, isa-substitute mo eh. So, property yan. So, meaning magiging 0 lang yung part na yun. So, therefore, si f of b minus f of a is just equal sa integral from a to b. Okay? So, gamitin natin na this is just f of t dt. Okay? So, assuming na yung t na yan is napalitan na natin kasi yung b napalitan na eh. So, actually, siya lang si x. So, balik lang natin yun. This is just equal sa integral from a to b. So, same sense lang naman talaga siya actually. Arbitrary lang naman dx. And therefore, this is done. So, nakuha ko siya sa taas. Okay, so ganun yung gagawin dito. So, actually, di naman kayo magpo-prove. So, in-explain ko lang naman talaga bakit nawawala yung plus d through the use of proving. Okay, so now, proceed tayo dito. So, ito medyo basic. So, pasensya na sa given ni sir. Medyo madali. Hindi ko sadya na madali siya. Pero, kaya yan. O, kaya natin yan. Okay, so evaluate the following definite integral. So, we have the integral of x squared dx from 0 to 2. So, obviously, this is by power rule. Tama? So, by power rule, this is equal by power rule. Paano by power rule nun? This is just equal sa x 2 plus 1 all over 2 plus 1. Okay, then lagay ko lang yung plus c. Okay, then yung boundary is from 0 to 2. Okay, so I don't know paano kayo maglagay ng boundary pero naglalagay kasi kami usually yung mga book na nabasa ko ganito sila maglagay ng boundary. Okay, then this is equal sa x squared or this is just x cubed over 3 plus c. Tapos yung boundary is, so note ko lang this is from x is equal to 0 from x is equal to 2. Yun yung ibig sabihin na nasa taas na ginawa na sir. Okay, then apply the boundaries. This is just equal sa 2 raised to 3 over 3 plus c minus 0 raised sa 3 over 3 plus c, which means this is just equal sa 8, I guess 8 over 3. So mawawala kasi yung plus c. Okay, so ikaw na bahala kung paano mo ginagawa yung inyong, so ganito kasi usually or ito. So yun yung dalawa, so minsan sa boundary. Okay, so again, pinakita ko lang yung plus c. So, pwede ka naman talaga hindi maglagay ng plus c na yan. Pinakita ko lang yung mangyari kasi mangyari plus c tas minus c. So, yun yung goal kaya nawawala siya talaga. So, now, next, proceed tayo dito. So, integral na ito. So, paano to? So, this is just equal sa labas ko yung 2, integral from negative 2 up to 6 ng x dx. Then, by power rule, this is just equal sa x squared over 2 then plus c, tapos lagay ko yung boundary na from x is equal sa negative 2 up to x is equal to 6. Okay, then apply natin yung boundary dyan so apply natin yung boundary na 6 doon. So this is just equal sa 2 multiplied by 6 square over 2 plus c, okay, minus 2 multiplied by negative 2 square over 2 plus c. And obvious, this is just equal sa 36 over 2 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. So this is 36 plus 2c minus this is 4 over 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So that is negative 4 minus 2c. So therefore, this is just equal sa 32. So again, later on, hindi ko nagagamitin yung plus niyan. So pinapakita ko lang sa inyo talaga yung ginagawa niya. Okay, next is, we have integral. So di ko nalagyan ng space. Medyo buklose, di ko napansin. So we have the integral of dx over x plus 2 raised to 3 from negative 1 to 3. So obviously, this is by u sub, no? So actually parang by u sub siya kasi pwede siya dito sa ilalim eh. So maglalat tayo dito ng u sub. So by u substitution, so dito ko na nalagay by u sub. Okay, let tayo. na si u is equal to x plus 2. Note that the du or differential is just dx. Okay, then substitute natin daw or input natin siya dyan. So this is integral from negative 1 to 3 ng du all over. This is just u raised sa 3. So equate natin, this is integral from negative 1 up to 3 ng u raised sa negative 3 du. Okay, then by power rule, this is just equal sa u raised sa negative 3 plus 1 over negative 3 plus 1. Tapos lagay ko na yung boundary niya na from x is equal to negative 1 up to x is equal to positive 3. Then bring back u. This is just equal sa x plus 2 raised sa negative 2 all over negative 2. Then yung boundary from x is equal to negative 1, x is equal to 3. So obviously, ito ay magiging equal sa negative 1 half over x plus 2 square, no? So ang pinaka final form talaga niya, so sorry medyo wala kasi yung space na nalagay, di ko napansin. Ang final form talaga niya bago tayo mag-integrate o mag-apply ng boundaries is negative 2 x plus 2 square. So yung boundary or yung boundaries is from negative 1 up to 3. So apply the boundaries. This is just equal sa 1 over negative 2 tapos 3 plus 2 square minus ng negative ng 1 over 2 tapos negative 1 plus 2 square. Okay, so complete lang natin. So upon computation, this is negative. So that is 5 square 25. So negative 1 over 50. So negative 1 over 50 dito. Then plus kasi dito, kasi negative times negative, then ano mangyari doon? That is 1 square, that is 1 over 2. Okay, so therefore, ano yung magiging final answer natin? So this is just equal sa 12 over 25. So, hindi ko na pinakita yung fraction kung paano gawin, kayo na bahala dyan. So, therefore, ito yung kanyang integral. Okay? So, now, since meron tayong second fundamental theorem of calculus, meron din siyang remark. So, what if naman meron siyang function, kumbaga chain rule. So, what if sa chain rule i-apply? So, by second fundamental theorem of calculus and the substitution rule, we have integral of f of g of x times g prime of x dx. So, integral na from a to b is equal to f of g of b minus f of g of a. Okay, so ganun yung gagawin natin. So, I think proceed na tayo dito. Okay, so for examples, or mga example natin dito, evaluate the following definite integral using the previous remark. So, again, sa previous remark natin, ang sabi, gamitin natin yung ating u substitution. So, ito ay parang ano lang na parang introduction lang para sa u sub. So, I guess, alam niyo naman na u sub, pero syempre, ina-apply ko lang sa second fundamental theorem of calculus. Okay, so by u sub, so for number 1, we have integral of dx over x plus 2 raised to 3 from negative 1 up to 3. So I guess nasolve ko na siya, no? So naulit lang siya. Pero tama ba? Naulit lang ba yung given? Yeah, naulit nga. Ito 12 over 5. So, check natin kung parehas nung sagot. Okay, so check natin ha. Oo nga no, so tama nga naman. So check ko lang sa calcu. Yung kaninang tanong, yung sinagutan ko, yung nauna. Sorry, medyo natagalan si sir dito. So check ko lang. Medyo redundant kasi no. So we have negative 1 over 50. So negative yan ng 1 over 50. Then plus 1 half. So that is 12 over 25. Okay, so kunyari in-input ko siya sa calcu as if. So that is integral from negative 1, so turo ko na, no, integral from negative 1 up to 3, lagay ko dyan. Then ito ay itong function na to, so check ko lang ulit, integral, lagay ko sa integral ng 1 over alpha x plus 2 then raised sa 3. Okay, then this is just lower boundary. Ito ay negative 1 up to 3. So kung calculate mo siya, 0.48. So tama naman, no, 0.48. So that is yung 12 over 25 kasi 12 divided by 25, that is 0.48. So tama naman yung pagkakasolve natin. So I guess di ko na siya ko-compute dito kasi magkaparehas talaga siya ng sagot eh. Okay, so okay, nakita ko na mali yung binigay ko na boundaries. Okay, so sa given based sa book. So ito ay 5, paki-change para gawin ko, sayang kasi. So nakalagay tas di ko gagawin. Pero although parehas na mangyayari. Okay, so by u sub, that lang natin dito na si u is equal to x plus 2. So parang naulit lang talaga. Then du is equal to dx. Then apply na natin sa integral. This is from negative 1 up to 5 ng du over u cube. So this is equal sa integral ng negative 1 up to 5 ng u raised sa negative 3 du. Then apply natin yung ating integral. So this is okay, nagets ko na yung gagawin. Sorry, hindi siya 5, 3 lang talaga siya. Okay, so nagets ko na yung gagawin. Okay, so ang gagawin dito is change of variable. Note, nakita mo negative 1 up to 3 yan. So again, 3 yan. So ang gagawin natin is i-apply natin yung change of variable. So kung napansin mo, etong boundaries na to is from x is equal to negative 1 up to x is equal to 3. Okay, meron tayong u dito. Let u is equal to x plus 2. Okay, so note, meron tayong dalawang boundary. Unang boundary is x is equal to negative 1. Okay, kung sa x is equal to negative 1, ano si u? Si u is equal to negative 1 plus 2, which is equal to 1. Okay, next, from x is equal to 3, si u magiging 3 plus 2, which is equal to 5. So ang tawag dito is change of variable, saka change of lower boundary and upper boundary. So meaning, from negative 1 up to 3, since nag-change of variable ako, so again, change of variable na yan, hindi na ako babalik sa x, hindi na ako babalik dun sa ating usual na u sub. So yun yung gagawin ko, hindi na tayo babalik dun sa usual na u sub. So ang gagawin natin is just, eto, siyempre no, from x equal to negative 1 naging positive 1, from x equal to 3 naging positive 5. So meaning, gagawin ko tong positive 1. So positive 1. So sorry about doon. So this is just equal sa integrate natin to. This is equal sa u raised sa negative 3 plus 1 all over negative 3 plus 1. Then yung boundary from u is equal to 1 up to u is equal to 5. And this is equal sa u raised sa negative 2 or simply 1 over 2 u square. Then yung boundary is from u is equal to 1, then u is equal to 5. So ito yung pwedeng apply nyo pag nag-substitution rule tayo. So lalo sa definite integral. Okay, then apply natin yung ating u. So this is negative 1 over 2 u 2 times 5 raised sa 2 minus negative 1 over 2 times 1 square. Okay, so this is just equal sa negative 1 over 50. Then this is just equal sa plus 1 over 2, which is equal sa 12 over 25 kasi parehas lang naman ng lalabas. So may bago kayo napansin. Ano yung ginawa ko? Pag nag-let ka ng u, balik mo yung x. So substitute mo yung x na value. So tandaan na, mga x values yan. So lower boundary ng x and upper boundary of x. Tapos palit natin yan. So from now on, yun yung gagawin natin para mas makabuti. Okay, kasi yun naman talaga yung sinasabi ni Remark. Okay? Kasi sinasabi ni Remark, kung magsa-substitution rule ka, apply mo magsa-second fundamental theorem ka, apply mo substitution rule. So pag in-apply ko yung substitution rule, no need to come back dun sa nangyari. Okay? So meaning, nag-substitution rule ka, meaning magbalit ka rin ng boundary. So yun yung mga una natin gagawin now. So now, let's have number 2, integral. Okay, so this is integral ng 2x times x squared minus 3 raised to 1/3 dx from 2 is equal to from 2 up to square root of 11. Okay, so proceed tayo dito. So note, ito yung i-review natin. So ito yung rule para so hindi ko kasi nasabi sa inyo to last time. So sinasabi ko to sa mga tuturo ko sa integral. Sa USAB, ang kukunin mo is yung pinakamalaking exponent o yung for example, dalawa function yan, si 2x tapos x squared minus 3x. Okay, ang kukunin mo dyan is syempre si x squared kasi yun yung isa-set ko. So yun yung isa-set ko na u. Okay, then make sure na dapat pag dinifferentiate mo, mapupunta siya dun sa degree nung isang function. So again, first degree function, second degree function. Yung second degree function, pag dinifferentiate ko, first degree function. So meaning, alam ko na u sub to. Okay, ganun yung mga technique. So dito, let tayo na u. So let u be equal to x squared minus 3. So therefore, du is just equal sa 2x. Tama? 2x lang dx. 2x dx. Okay? So, hindi naman natin kailangan. So, note is from boundary. Yung mga upper boundary. Yung lower boundary natin is 2. So, what is u? U is equal to 2 square minus 3, which is equal to 1. Upper boundary is equal to square root of 11. So, this is u is equal to square root of 11 tapos naka-square minus 3, and obviously that is equal to 8 kasi 11 minus 3 yan. Okay, so magbabago yung boundaries, magbabago din yung ating variable. Okay, so ito yung tinatawag na change of variable saka change of limits. So this is integral from 1 to 8. Okay, then yung 2x dx, alam natin na siya ay du. So note na yung x squared minus 3 is just u lang, then raised to 1/3 tapos du. Okay, kasi yung 2x dx ay yun na yung du. Okay, so therefore, this is just equal sa u raised sa 1/3 plus 1 all over 1/3 plus 1. Then boundary is from u is equal to 1 and u is equal to 8. Okay, then that is 4 over 3. So simply this is just equal sa u raised sa 4 over 3 all over 4 over 3. Then yung boundaries is u is equal to 1, u is equal to 8. So arrange konti. So this is 3 over 4, u raised sa 4 over 3, tapos from u is equal to 1, then u is equal to 8. So apply upper boundaries. So this is just equal sa 3/4 of 8 raised sa 4 over 3 minus 3/4 ng 1 raised sa 4 over 3. So, ito yung kailangan natin compute sa kabila, no? So, ano yung 8 raised sa 4 over 3? That is 16. So, note that 8 raised to 4 over 3 is 16. So, this is just equal sa 3/4 times 16 minus 3/4. Okay, and obviously, this is just factor out ko ng 3/4, no? So, this is just 3/4 times 16 minus 1, or simply this is 3/4 times 15, or simply that is 45 over 4. So therefore the integral niya is 45 over 4. So kahit i-check mo sa calcu, yan yung magiging sagot. So 45 over 4. So tama si sir ng ginagawa. Okay, so now number 3. So we have integral ng sine square root of t over square root of t dt. So, ito naman, since nakakita ka ng square root of t, obviously, dapat yung dt niya, or pag dinifferentiate ko siya, alam ko na may square root of t sa ilalim. Okay? So, in this case, gagawin ko, i-arrange ko muna, this is integral ng pi square over 2, tapos dito is pi square ng sine square root of t times dt square root of t. So, ayan yung aabangan ko kasi ayun yung ikita ko. Now, alam ko na yung sa loob ng sign, ayun yung ilalet ko na u. So, maglalet ako dito ng u. Let ko lang, no? So, let u natin be equal sa square root of t. So, meaning, du is just equal sa, this is 1 over 2 square root of t times dt. Okay, so since meron to doon, kailangan natin ng balancing factor na 2. So, the balancing factor or neutralizing factor kung tawagin sa inyo is 2/2. So, sa akin is 2/2. So, now, yung boundary naman yung kailangan nating observe. What about the boundary? So, if x, o kung yung t natin is equal to pi squared over 2, ano yung u? U natin is equal to square root ng pi square over 2, or simply this is pi over square root of 2. Next, kung yung t natin is equal to pi square, ang u natin is equal to square root ng pi square, or which means this is pi. Okay, so magbabago na yung ating integral. So now, set up na natin yung integral. So proceed tayo. So lalagay ko muna yung balancing factor sa labas, that is 2/2 integral ng, so set up lang muna natin, this is pi square over 2 pi square, then sine square root of t times dt over square root of t. So papasok yung 2 sa loob. So yung 2 sa ilalim yung papasok. So meaning magkakaroon dito ng 2, then integral ng pi square over 2. So hindi ko pa ina-apply yung ating u sub, then sine square root of t multiplied by dt over 2 square root of t. So again, sir, ba't di mo pa ina-apply agad? Elegant kasi siyang tingnan pag ganyan. So kumbaga, sinusunod mo yung rule step by step bago ka mag-change. Now, saka natin i-substitute yung u tapos yung du na yan dyan. So therefore, this is equal sa 2 times integral ng lower boundary is pi over square root of 2, upper boundary is pi, then sine u, then du. Okay, note that integral ng sine is negative cosine. Okay, so this is just equal sa negative 2 cosine u, where the upper boundary or lower boundary is from u is equal to pi over square root of 2, then dito is u is equal to pi. So apply natin yun. This is just equal sa negative 2 cosine pi, okay, minus negative 2 cosine pi over square root of 2. Okay, so medyo kakaiba yan, no? So paano yan? So cosine pi, so degree na lang tayo or rad tayo. Dapat nakarad. So dapat nakarad yung ating calcu. Okay, so nakarad ako. So this is cosine pi. So note that cosine pi is equal to negative 1. Okay, so this is equal sa negative 2 times negative 1 plus 2 cosine pi over 2. So complete natin, no? This is cosine square root of 2. So complete natin, ano yung value niyan? That is negative 0.605. 605. So anong klaseng value yun? So ang value na yun is just di ba klaseng value yun? Check ko lang ha. So sa value magiging u natin okay, sa bagay. Mali kasi ako ng given sayang. 2 kasi nalagay ko sayang. 4 pala dapat yan para maging pi over 2. Pero since ayun na yung lumabas, wala na tayong magagawa. That is negative 0.61. So lagay ko na yung value, no? Is negative 0.05699.861. So compute ko na exact dito para mas magmukhang exact tayo. So ang gagawin ko, this is negative 2 cosine, sorry mali, alpha pi, then plus 2 cosine alpha pi over square root of 2. So check natin yung magiging exact value niya. So yan. So kasi kung decimal lang kukunin natin, di exacto yung value. That is 0.788. 0.788. So mali kasi ako ng given talaga. So this is negative 0.788.6. Okay, so therefore ito yung value ng integral. Okay, so sorry about doon, nagkamali ako dito. Hindi naman totally, nagkamali lang talaga ako ng given. That's pi squared over 4 dapat. So dapat pi over 2 lang siya. So ang dali sana nung ating sagot. Okay, so lastly, so maybe at ngayon mo lang to nakita. Sir, paano yan? Pwede ba yan? Yes, pwede yan. Anong gagawin? That is, what is the integral of absolute value of x dx from negative 2 up to 1? Okay? So, note, kailangan natin malaman kung paano gagawin pag absolute value yung given ni sir. Ano yung gagawin natin. So, lagay ko lang yung aking code ko sa aking tabi para maging guided tayo. So, recall natin, or I don't know kung alam nyo. So, note that the absolute value of x is equal sa piecewise function defined by negative x and x. So that is x whenever x is greater than or equal to 0. That is negative x whenever x is less than 0. Okay? So meaning, dalawa siyang value. Okay? So yung absolute value ng x, dalawang value siya. So positive x siya pag positive sa x or 0. Negative x siya pag negative x. So meaning, ano ibig sabihin? I-split natin yung integral into two different parts na kung saan ang gitna is 0. Okay, again, i-split natin to. So note from negative 2 up to 1 ng absolute value of x dx, this is equal sa integral from negative 2 up to 0 ng absolute value pa rin ng x dx. Then plus integral from 0 to 1 ng absolute value of x dx. Okay? So note na anong gagawin natin dito? Alam natin na ito ay yung x natin from 0 less than to negative 2. So meaning less than negative 2. Note naman ang absolute value ng x dito is from positive. So meaning yung absolute value of x dito magiging, so this is just equal sa negative 2 up to 0 ng negative x dx. Ayun yung ibig sabihin nun. Then plus integral from 0 to 1 ng positive x dx. Okay, then apply natin yung integral. This is just equal sa negative x squared over 2. Then yung boundary is from x is equal to negative 2 up to x is equal to 0. Okay, so di ko na pinagpalit yung integral natin dyan. Then plus this is x squared over 2. Then yung boundary from x is equal to 0 up to x is equal to 1. Okay, then apply natin yung boundary dito sa una. This is equal sa negative 0 square over 2 minus negative, tama no, minus negative of negative 2 square over 2. Okay, so bound, lagyan ko yun ng ganyan. So tama ba ako ng pagkakalagay, no? Kasi may negative tas negative 2 pa. Okay, then this is plus, para dito naman boundary, this is 1 square over 2 minus 0 square over 2. Okay, so from here we all know that this is 0. Tama ba? So this is 0, then plus 2 square, negative 2 raised to 2 is 4 over 2, that is 2. So that is positive. No, kasi positive, negative plus negative, positive. So positive 2. So meaning this is equal sa 2. Okay, then this part na to is 1 half minus 2. So that is 1 squared over 2, that is plus 1 half. Okay, so this is just plus 1 half. Or simply this is 5 over 2. Okay, so therefore the integral is ganyan. So no, tandaan mo, pag absolute value yung given ni sir, ganyan yung gagawin mo. Hatiin mo siya, tapos 0 yung gitnang interval natin. Okay, then proceed tayo. So kung ano yung may negative, ayun yung magiging negative x, o yung magiging negative value niya. So ito yung kung ano yung positive, ito yung magiging negative value niya. So assuming ganito yung nangyari ha. So for example, nakita mo we have 2x plus 1 absolute value. Okay, ito magiging value niya. Ang magiging value niya is, ito ay 2x plus 1. Okay, whenever siya ay positive. Okay, whenever x is greater than or equal to 0. So, siya ay negative ng 2x plus 1. Okay, whenever x is less than 0. Okay, so yung value ng x mismo yung tinitin. Hindi yung mismong, baka isipin mo, saan nauulitin ko lang x, ulitin ko 2x plus 1. No, yung x yung pinag-uusapan dyan. Okay, so ganyan yung gagawin nyo. So again, thank you for watching. Hoping na may natutunan ka dito sa video na to.